these things that I tell you, if you avoid doing this, you just automatically become like James Bond. It's such a cringe for a woman to see a man cannot speak up. Whatever you think about yourself, other people are also going to think and feel that about you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to be more confident when you talk to your ex. The reason I recorded this video is when I work in my clients, we get to a point that sometimes they go on a date with their ex and they have problems because they're nervous, they're stressed, and they don't know how to speak and how to act around her to become confident. Make sure you watch this video, even if you're not in a situation that you're going to see your ex. These 10 tips that I'm going to show you here are going to help you a lot to be more confident and appear more attractive. The first thing, I want you to be aware of the fear in your voice. Let me tell you what I mean by this. Usually when I work with guys and I want to prepare them to go see their ex, we practice. And let me give you a few examples of fear in the voice. For example, the guy says, hey Ben, today I'm going to go see her in the cafe, and how do you think I should talk to her? You see what I mean? Now notice the difference between that and, hey, today I'm going to go to the cafe. I'm actually excited to see her and I'm going to see what she has to tell me today. Your voice is the main instrument that telegraphs how you feel. Yes, there's your facial expression, there's your body language as well, but your voice is the most important thing. I recommend you to record your voice and run some conversations with yourself, maybe read from a script, and then play back and listen to your voice. Be very careful with the fear in your voice. You don't want to speak scared like this, you know? Or the second thing is the fear in your eyes. Google images, say, search for scared facial expression. And you can see that sometimes when you go on date, I have a course about dating. One of the most common problems is that the dude is so scared and stressed and nervous, you can see it in the face. Like they go on a date like this, or imagine you talk to your ex like this and say, hey, thank you for coming and seeing me. Dude, you gotta change it, you gotta turn that around. I don't want it to be James Bond, but I want it to just be aware of the fear in your voice and fear in your eyes. When I remember I used to watch I was doing the Tony Robbins training, and in there they teach you a lot of different things. One of these trainings, they teach you a lot about dynamics, about psychology. And in some of these videos, Tony brings the couples on stage and talks to them. In most of these videos, these guys have problem with their wife or partner or their ex-wife, and they stand next to Tony. You can see the look in Tony's face. It's like this lion, larger than life. And you see the other dude who has problem with his wife. He's like this, scared, looking down, crying, tears. You get to pick voice, eyes, and the third thing, you got to remove the fear from your body language. That means do not hunch like this, do not face touch, and do not play with your hands when you're seeing her. One more time. Hunch, face touch, and playing with your hands. These three that I just told you, your voice, using these instruments, your eye contact, the facial expression, and the way you carry yourself. These three are your outer elements or outer weapons or outer tools to telegraph confidence. After that, we go to number 4. Now we get into traits, personality traits. The difficulty in speaking up. Most of the times when guys go to see their ex, they have a problem speaking up. One of the clients that I was working with, he really wanted to have sex with his partner because they had kids, they were kind of divorced, they were in the middle of this thing, and he knew that she's kind of seeing somebody else, and he wanted to have sex with her, but he couldn't speak up. He couldn't say, look, I really want this. And she didn't know. And it's such a cringe for a woman to see a man cannot speak up for what he wants. A man cannot say what he wants. A man cannot stand up for what he wants. However you understand this, dude, you gotta speak up. There's a difference between this and getting into arguments and fights, but you gotta speak up to say what you feel. If you don't say what you feel, if you don't say what you want, then you push it down. First, your ex or the other person understands. They know, they can look in your face. They know what you want and you're not saying it. That creates resentment for them and also for yourself. You push what you want, you push your emotions down. Speak up. Speak up. me and one of my friends, we had a coach. Me and this coach, we always had kind of friction. And this other dude, my friend, my teammate, he was easygoing, never had frictions. And one day, the coach, who we always had problem with him, he texted me aside and said, Ben, you know what? I trust you because I know what you're thinking. I know what you're feeling. You don't hide it, but I never know what he's thinking because he's always okay with whatever I say. And I don't know what he's gonna do next. I don't know what he's really thinking. It's really great, dude. You might have some friction, but people then trust you when you say what you really feel. There are ways to express yourself. In other videos I explain them to you, but that's really important that you have to speak up. Next one, avoid putting up with bad behavior. You might have heard me talk about this in different videos. You should not put up with bad behavior. If somebody treats you badly, you should not allow it. If somebody talks down to you, hey, tonight I'm gonna go sleep with Phil. I don't have time for you. Try me tomorrow. Believe it or not, some guys are okay with that. Oh, it's okay. I will call you again tomorrow. Dude, that's bad behavior. If she does something like that, it's because she is not happy with you. She's not happy that you don't stand up for yourself. It's because you're okay with her treating you this way. You're okay with being the plan B. You're okay with being the miserable guy who just takes whatever he can. Don't put up with bad behavior. There are hundreds of examples of this one. I don't want to get into that one here. I just wanted to know that that's one of the major reasons that women lose respect in a guy who appears insecure because he puts up with bad behavior, feeling unworthy. A lot of guys who lose their woman, they just don't feel worthy of love or sex or that woman. So they go to meet their ex. They're just apologetic about everything because they believe she can do better. I'm not on her level. I lost her. I couldn't get a boner. I couldn't give her what she wants, so I don't deserve her. If you feel like that, she's going to sense that and she's going to treat you that way. Whatever you think about yourself, other people are also going to think and feel that about you. Feeling love worthy, feeling sex worthy, feeling entitled to go get what you want is one of the most important qualities that women look in you in order to feel respect and attraction for you. Next thing, avoid being indecisive. That's another big one. I don't know, do you think we should go here or do you think we should go there? What do you think we should do? Dude, you're a man, you're supposed to be decisive. And that's another thing that these things that I tell you, if you avoid doing this, you just automatically become like James Bond. Just have confidence to take responsibility for what is going to happen. Always be decisive, even if you don't know what you're going to do, is 100% the best choice. Sometimes if I go on a date or if I'm in a meeting or something that I know is important, that they know that I'm decisive, and also for myself to know that, dude, you know what, I can decide. One of the things that I'm almost never sure about is ordering a meal. If I order a meal, for example, I'm gonna get salmon steak. How do you want it cooked? Well done, crispy. When I said that, dude, it's over. Even if I changed my mind and I thought, oh, what have we done? If you'd make a decision like this and you say something that you really didn't think about it, yeah, it's not a big deal. You can change it 10 times if you want. But if you change it, oh, you know what? Actually, I want it medium rare. Actually, you know what? No, I want it well done is good. Pick something, stick to it. Yes, there is another way as well that you just absolutely don't give a fuck about anything. That's also really cool. But to get to that Zen level, it's a lot of work. We're not talking about that level yet. For now, if you call something, stick to it. Avoid being the nice guy who wants to pay. I want to specifically talk about paying. If you pay, it doesn't make any difference in how much she's going to like or respect you. Even if she tells you, oh, I really respect a man who pays, it doesn't matter. The best interaction, the best relationships that I had was with women that we go there, we split the bill. There are some women, some cultures that they believe that dude should 100% of the time pay. That's something, but you gotta pick a side. If you insist on paying, first of all, why do you do this? Oh, Ben, I'm a gentleman. Oh, she's a woman. Yeah, she's a woman, but sometimes she's also that independent woman who doesn't need men. When it comes to paying, now you need to be the masculine guy who pays for her. These things, look at them from cultural point of view. There's some cultures that you always, it's just automatically you pay, for example with some Russian women, but at the same time those Russian women are also feminine in everything else. But what I notice in America and in Australia, when it's in a woman's favor they're feminine, but when it comes to things that is not in their favor, they're suddenly more masculine than you. So you gotta see what is your audience, what is the person. If you're going out with a girl who's feminine, if your ex is compliant, if she follows you, if she lets you be masculine and she lets you lead, then yeah, you go there and you also take care of the bill. But if you're going head to head with your ex, or you're going on a date and the girl is not giving it too easy, then that's another story. Then why do you want to pay? These things are really, really important. So remember, when you talk, be better with the tone of your voice. Don't be scared. Don't be apologetic. Your facial expression, be graphic. Remove the fear from your voice and for your eyes, and also your body language. Don't hunch. Always have your chest up, shoulders up. You can do this. Put this here. I show this in every video that I make about body language. Do this. Fix a difficulty in speaking up. Avoid putting. That's another one I didn't tell you. Avoid putting her before yourself. And that's a crazy thing guys do. They put the woman before themselves. Look, these are all really sensitive topics and it's really different from case to case. But in general, don't give her special treatment just because you want to get something. If you're a nice guy, if you just want to give her your jacket because it's snowing and she doesn't have a jacket, only do this if you're really that dude. Don't play and don't act. If you really feel like it, if you do that for anybody else, then do that for her as well. Because if you try to be the nice guy who does things in order to get something in return, that's not gonna work. You gotta feel worthy, entitled, and deserving. You gotta be decisive, you gotta have boundaries and don't put up with bad behavior. Don't try to compensate for her time by giving her stuff. And that's something that I see guys do. They say, oh man, I'm so low value and I'm so lucky that she's here. So let me just pay for everything so I can compensate for her time. So let me buy her time by paying for her stuff. Bookmark this video, like I said, watch it a few times. This is Ben, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.